Welcome to another Wise Maths and Science video. Here is a graph of y equals f of x. On the grid, draw the graph of y equals minus f of x. What you should notice, this is going to be a transformation and affect the y values. And so therefore it's going to be a reflection in the x-axis. So if this is point minus 5 and 2, then we're going to start at minus 5 and negative 2. And then this point over here is minus 1 and 3, so we're going to end up with minus 1 and negative 3. And the next particular point over here, which is 1 and minus 1, that will become 1 and 1. And finally, this particular point, which is 5 and 1, that will become 5 and negative 1. And that's it for this particular question. Let's move on to part B. Here is a graph of y equals cos x. Now, point P shown on the graph has a y coordinate of minus 0.5. The graph of y equals cos x is transformed to give the graph of y equals cos x minus 60 degrees plus 2. The transformation maps point P onto point Q. Work out the exact coordinates of point Q. Now what we're going to do over here is you're going to notice that the y value is minus 0.5. So let's write that down. And that is equal to cos x. And to work that out, we need to do the inverse of cos, which is going to work out to be cos minus 1 of minus 1 over 2. Now you need to use your exact values. So one way of doing that is you can use this particular triangle. Alternatively, you may already memorize the answer. So we're looking for the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So adjacent over the hypotenuse, well, it looks like it's going to be the 60 degrees angle. The adjacent is 1, the hypotenuse is 2, so therefore you're going to end up with, because it's a minus a half, it's going to work out to be minus 60 degrees. This is exactly the same because it's perfect reflection in terms of cos. You could also rewrite it down as 60 degrees as well. It's also equivalent. Then what you should recognize, if it's 60 approximately here, if this is 60 over here, but we've got this value of P, well that's 30 away from 90, and so 90 more than 30 degrees more than 90 will give us 120 degrees. So therefore we have got over here the x value of P is equal to 120 degrees. Now let's have a look at this transformation. What's happened? It's shifted. The x value has shifted. The x value has shifted 60 degrees to the right. It's shifted 60 degrees to the right, and the y value has shifted upwards by 2. So when we apply that, well, we've got the p of x over here. To get our q value, let's write it down. Our q value over here is going to be 120 plus 60. So let's write it down. 120 plus 60, which will give us an answer of 180 degrees. And the y value, which we know that p of x was 120, so it'd be, sorry, the y value of p was minus 0.5, so let's write that down, and we need to add 2 to that. Add 2 to that, so this should give us an answer of 1.5. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you've benefited. Please do like, share and subscribe, as it gives me encouragement to make more videos. Thank you and goodbye.